So, you're planning on getting your driver's license. For many, the license offers a source of freedom, independence, income, and recreation. For others, it's just a means of transportation. Whatever your need or desire for driving, you'll need to pass a rigorous driving examination in order to obtain your driver's license. The task of actually receiving your license can be a long, tedious, and perhaps expensive process. The video you're about to see is a simulated road exam combined with technical information that will help you in passing your driver's test and ultimately aid in making you a better driver. This video is not meant as a replacement to conventional training nor written manuals, but rather a supplementary tool to help better prepare you so that you'll know what's expected of you when you take the plunge. And now relax and enjoy the ride.
As the examiner, I'll be watching your every motion. This is to ensure your safety and the safety of other drivers during your exam and throughout your driving career. During the test, I'll be watching to see that you obey all traffic laws and that you drive safe. Hi, Bob. I'll be your examiner today. Before we get going on the road test, I'm going to get you to check your brake lights and your turn signals.
The applicant should always be at the test site at least 20 minutes prior to the scheduled time of the test.
And your right signal?
This will help to reduce anxiety, ensure that you are relaxed and mentally prepared for the test.
Good.
Remember to bring proper identification so that the examiner can verify that he or she is testing the right person.
All right, before we get going today, I'm going to ask you a few quick questions. Everything that you see on this form today is correct, your name and your address.
Be sure that you have a valid license plate sticker before going for your
Sign
exam.
right here, and we'll begin the road test.
The vehicle that you choose to do your test should be one that you are comfortable driving and familiar with.
Very good. I'll be doing your road examination today. I'll give you lots of warning in advance of what I want you to do. All I ask is that you obey all the rules of the road, you signal all your lane changes, and you don't do anything illegal. Do you have any questions?
It is also important that the vehicle is safe to drive, has rear view and side view mirrors, as well as an operating passenger and driver door that can be opened from the inside and the out. The windshield of the vehicle should be clear of any obstruction and must be free of cracking. One final note before the exam begins: make sure your seatbelt is fastened.
Okay, we'll get you to back out of here. We'll go over here and make a right. We'll get you out onto the road and begin your exam.
I wonder if he's going to put his signal on and check his mirrors before backing up.
Look both ways before making turns and proceed with caution.
At the first road, turn right.
Be sure the turning signal is on prior to the stoplight.
A nice smooth deceleration.
When making a right turn, always turn from the right inside lane to the right inside lane without crossing lane markings.
And a nice smooth acceleration. Very good. He's checking his mirrors and observing traffic around him. Very good.
Observation is critical during the test.
At the first traffic light up here, we'll have you turn to the left.
Always signal and check blind spot before making lane changes.
The signal is on and is approaching the traffic lights with caution.
Always make sure that the vehicle comes to a complete stop at a red light and that you are behind the limit line. Keep the wheels of the vehicle straight when entering an intersection so that in the event of a rear collision, the vehicle will not be pushed into oncoming traffic.
He goes from the left turning lane to the left exiting lane without crossing pavement markings. Great. Now he makes his lane change to the right driving lane so as not to impede faster traffic. Perfect. Is he continually checking his mirrors and being observant to the vehicles around him? Yes, he is.
At a four-way stop, be sure to stop behind the limit line and determine which vehicle has the right-of-way.
I wonder if he knows that the first vehicle to reach a four-way stop has the right-of-way.
In the case of a tie, the right-of-way goes to the vehicle entering from the right.
Observes parked cars ahead and changes lanes to avoid them. Very good. I wonder if he knows the speed limit is 50 kilometers an hour, unless posted otherwise.
Always obey posted speed limit signs.
The first traffic light here, you make a right.
Upon entering a green traffic light, look both ways and proceed through the lights with caution.
Did he look for pedestrians before making the right turn?
Never panic while doing the exam. You are allowed to make several minor mistakes without failing. While on curves, maintain speed and stay in your own lane with both hands on the wheel.
All right, at the next traffic light, I'll get you to turn right.
He seems to be decelerating smoothly, and he puts a signal on. Very good. I wonder if he knows that he can proceed with a right turn on a red light, provided there is no traffic coming. Nice job. Stopped, checked for traffic, and made a right turn on a red light. Stayed in his inside lane nicely as well. Did he check for pedestrians? Looked both ways when proceeding through the green light. Very good.
Get you to turn right here, the traffic light.
At a red light, always leave room between you and the car in front of you.
I should be able to see the rear wheels of the car in front of us here.
Observation is critical during the test. Be sure to continually check for cars that may be entering from mall entrances or other traffic lanes.
Did he see the student crosswalk and check for pedestrians?
Always obey lane markings. The speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour unless otherwise posted. Watch your speed.
Four-way stop. Takes his right of way as he was at the intersection first.
In residential areas, avoid obstacles ahead by reducing speed gradually.
Well, we're in another school zone. I hope he is observant to the signs and the children and slows down.
The examiner will be checking for head movement at a crosswalk.
The next intersection, I'll get you to turn left.
When approaching a stop sign with no warning strip, you must stop behind the sidewalk entrance as to not impede pedestrians. Then edge into the intersection until you have a clear view of lanes from all directions and stop again. When it is safe, you can proceed. Do not do a rolling stop.
It's your first intersection. I'll get you to go left here.
Stop behind the warning strip and make a complete stop. When making any turn, check your mirror, then blind spot. Look both ways, turn, then again check your mirror.
There's an emergency vehicle coming up behind you, so I'll get you to show me what you do in that circumstance.
When it is safe, put your signal on and pull off to the side of the road to let emergency vehicles pass.
Very good.
Don't forget to use your signal when re-entering traffic.
Watching the now 50-kilometer speed limit.
Right. Get you to go straight through this next light.
Always obey lane markings. The straight through traffic lane is always the right-hand lane at an intersection unless otherwise marked.
Get you to turn right at the next road here.
Looks for pedestrians before turning right. Very good.
Alright, I'll get you to parallel park behind this vehicle here on the shoulder.
Puts his signal on and checks his mirrors and blind spot. He is using his signals to warn other drivers that he is turning, and he watches to the rear when backing up.
After you have parallel parked, the spacing between the cars in front of you and behind you should be the same. Don't forget to set the parking brake.
After he's completed his parallel park, he should be about a foot from the curb. He's on a bit of a downgrade here, so safety says turn your wheels to the curb. So if anything does happen, the vehicle will roll just into the shoulder, not into traffic. Set the vehicle into park, and you set your parking brake. Very good. Okay, carry on. We'll get you to go straight up this way.
Don't forget to use your signal when re-entering traffic.
Get you to make a 3-point turnaround if I could, please.
He signals to warn drivers that he's pulling to the right and stopping.
Always check blind spot.
When traffic is clear and the right-of-way is safe, he pulls out, stops, and now backs up. And while backing up, he is checking to the rear. With smooth acceleration, we proceed in the opposite direction. Excellent.
During rain or snow, be sure to use your windshield wipers to keep the windshield clean.
At the first road, I'll get you to turn left here.
Always use your headlights when it's raining or snowing to help improve your visibility. Slow down and look both ways before going through a railroad crossing.
Is he making a complete stop? Should feel the vehicle come to a complete stop. At the first traffic light, I'll get you to turn left.
When approaching an intersection, be aware of traffic all around, including behind you. When making a left at a traffic light, observe if you have an advanced green arrow or flashing green light. This signal allows you the right of way when making a left turn.
I wonder if he'll take the advanced green and not impede the traffic behind him. Checks the intersection and proceeds.
When the light turns yellow, you no longer have the right of way and must yield to oncoming traffic. Observation and head movement is very important during the exam. Continually check for traffic entering from lanes, mall entrances, road entrances, and parking lots. On a yellow light, if a safe stop can be made without impeding traffic, you must stop. Do not drive in the center turning lane. This is for turning only.
We have to go onto the highway to take the next part of the test, so I'll get you to go onto this on-ramp.
Be sure to merge to traffic speed when entering a highway. Always signal and check blind spot before merging with faster traffic on an expressway. Remember to turn signal off once you have merged with traffic.
Is he checking his mirrors and monitoring traffic around him? Appears to be a safe 2 to 3 second gap between traffic in front and behind him.
When you feel it is safe, I'll get you to turn into the left passing lane. When you feel it is safe, I'll get you to change back into the right lane. As an examiner, I'd be looking for shoulder checks, proper signaling. Want your signal on 2 or 3 seconds before you make the lane change. And then once the lane change is complete, the signal is turned off. I'll get you to take the next exit and we'll go back to the starting point.
When taking an off-ramp, check blind spot and signal.
Well, congratulations, Bob. You've passed the driving exam, and I look forward to sharing the roads with you. All I ask is that you obey all the traffic signals, keep an eye out for pedestrians, signal your lane changes, and be a good defensive driver.